Yeah, that's 49th Street. Frankie informs me that he's doing the bass on that record. And of course, that's Sherry by the Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons did the original. And who was doing the lead on that?
The lead singer, he did a few of the cuts with us, and he also did some background, was Van Fields from The Perfect Blend, who's been singing with the Stylistics now for the last 10, 12 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's a great cut, that's for sure.
Yeah, thank you. He's a good singer.
Yes, he is. Yes. And, well, so you reformed in 1992.
Right.
How did you get back together? What exactly did that entail?
Well, it was strange that what we did. I was able to get a hold of my cousin Bobby, who no longer had a first tenor voice. He had a good bass voice. So we put him on. I called him up and I said, "Listen, I'm with Billy and the Essentials, but I'd like to put Frankie and the Fashions back. Are you interested?" And he was. And Starlight Serenade was interested in doing a whole CD with us after they heard What Do I Have to Do. So my cousin Bobby and I started again, the two of us, just like we did originally, and we picked up Frank Torpy, who just recently passed away. He was singing with Doo-Wop Depot. He was with the Contenders, so many different groups he was with. I can't even think of them. The Litations,
He was a great singer.
the Zephyrs, yeah. And also we got Jack Mecca, who was with me and Billy and the Essentials at the time.
Okay.
And so it was the four of us. And What Do I Have to Do was breaking big in Pittsburgh. So we drove out there, unbeknownst to anybody, but I knew who the stores were and who the DJs were, and this show Pork was putting on, Pittsburgh Oldies Record Collectors Club. In short, it's Pork, Porky Chedwick and so on. We drove out there, and the Cardinals were performing. They let us open for the Cardinals. We just showed up.
Wow.
And we went on stage, and the crowd went out of their minds. So we did both shows for two sets of people. Cardinals loved us. They gave us gas money to get home. We did it all in one day. We didn't stay overnight, and that's kind of how it happened. It was the four of us, and then we grabbed Richie Grasso too. So by the time we did the album, there were five of us on that album. Richie Grasso, ironically, I replaced him in Billy and the Essentials. He went full-time in 1990 with the Tokens, and I had approached Billy about booking me, as a soloist. And he said, well, look, Richie's leaving, why don't you come with us? And it's all one big happy family with the singers in Philly, like I said. So, that's what I did, and I was with Billy for 5 years, meanwhile putting Frankie and the Fashions back together.
Okay, all right. Well, how about we do another Frankie and the Fashions tune, then we'll talk a little more.
Sounds good.
And how about this one? This is a great side right here called Symphony of Love.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, this was Remember When, right?
Yeah, actually, yeah. But they became, three of the guys, Mike, Henny, and Bill, became Frankie and the Fashions at that point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Vito singing the lead.
Okay. Cool.
I think I did bass on this too. Because what I did is I did bass with Remember When in order to get Vito's three guys to sing as the Fashions, and I had my cousin Bobby on bass.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's
Cool.
But don't forget, let's get to the guys I'm with now, or Tony will kill me.
Let's do that next.
Yeah. Because I already mentioned that Steven
But
Stills.
I gotta mention the phone call.
Oh yeah, do that.
That too, yeah. Which one you want me to play?
Oh, start with number one.
Number one?
It's one written by Steven Stills.
Okay.
And I already mentioned that was a big part of my therapy.
What's the name of the song, Frank?
The first one, Love the One You're With.
Oh, okay, sure. It's a well-known song.
And then there's Heat Wave, and we definitely want to get Maddie and Henny on there at some point. Okay. With, let's see, we'll do Tonight's the Night with Tony doing lead, and then Rock and Robin with Maddie doing lead.
Sounds good.
But first we'll do the Love the One You're With and Heat Wave. Those two are back to back. They're not cut one and cut two.
It's like a medley kind of...
No, it's not a medley. They're just the first and second cut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can break and talk, whatever.
Okay. Sure.